Look at this recoil, dude. Hello gamers. I hope by the time this video comes out, because I'm recording this a little bit in advance, I hope this has changed. But this gun right now is very, very broken and has not seen any changes in a long time. Basically, this is the PPK-12. It's the AKU-12 with the 9mm conversion. I use Delta compensator folding grip green laser 9mm on mine, and it can 3-hit to 55 studs. It can 2-hit head to 50 studs, and it can probably 5-hit to about 150 studs. It also has no recoil, and yes, it is a burst, but look. That is with like 300 kills on the gun, and I could do that like the second that I started using this gun. The burst is not hard to use, okay? It is not a difficult to use burst. Like, it's like the AK-12BR burst. It's so easy to use, and it's probably the most broken gun in the game right now because it's a Colt SMG upgrade in every way. Better damage, better recoil control, better damage ranges. Like, yes, it's got 5 less max range, but it has like 100 more min range or something insane like that. Not only that, but it does 2 more damage in CQC, which is like, oh, it's only 34 versus 36. That's not really that big of a deal. Well, that means it can 2-hit to the head. So good luck. You can 1-burst people, and you can less than 1-burst people, because 3 bullets and 2 of them, if they hit the head, will kill. Like, look at this recoil, dude. Look at this recoil, dude. It has so little recoil. It's insane. Like, if you've used the Colt SMG, you know that this has way less recoil. But this gun, no. What if we made it do same RPM, but more damage, and we made it have no recoil? What were you thinking, Stylus? I remember this gun got added. It had a huge burst delay that made it like pretty much a DMR, and people were like, oh no, this is pretty good. And then they removed the burst delay. The only thing that made it like balanced, because before it was really good but balanced, and people were like, that's a good conversion. It does have a kind of huge delay that makes it so you can't really spam it that much. Then they're like, what if we made it so you could spam it a bunch? Well, that's fun. This won't be broken at all. Like, what were you thinking, Stylus? I hope by the time this video comes out, which it's not going to be for a while, I hope they fixed it. Because right now, it is not fixed. It is very broken. If this gun is still as broken as it is, I'll make sure to leave a pinned comment sometime. I'll let you know, because if it is still broken in the future, you need to use it. But right now, if they've changed it, which I don't think that they will, because they haven't announced anything, and also they're not really updating the game that much. They said they're not going to add a bunch of content updates in the future, which kind of sucks, but they're going to work on UI and stuff, which is nice. So I kind of am hyped about that. I was thinking about making a video about that, but then everybody made a video about that, so I just never did. Like, this is not fair. It's not. Why did they do this to this gun? I really liked the AKU-12. And then when the PPK-12 got added, I was like, well, maybe I'll buy that. And then they made it super good. I was like, And I waited a few days after the update, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I will buy it. And I did. And I have not regretted it. Is he pre-firing me? Dude, he's pre-firing me so hard. Ah, you thought. I've never seen anybody, like, pre-fire that hard. He was just peeking a corner and shooting. Like, did he expect me to come around the corner? I guess he did, because he was shooting. But I'm not that dumb. I'm not gonna do that. I can see your tracers, dude. Whoa. Oh yeah, that guy with the AK-105. That's really funny that you're using that, because this does the same damage as the AK-105. Yeah, it doesn't do as much as an AK-47, but it does more than an AK-74, an RPK-74, RPK-12. Yes, it's 6 hits in LRC, but that's pretty far away. Also, it does have a long barrel, which would probably be OP. Conversion. I'm going 33-7 right now, and this is like my second game on. If I can not even like sweat it at all and do 4 KDR, you know this gun is broken, because I'm not really that good at the game, you know? Whoa. Get out of here, dude. And the CPS needed in order to do is like click. I can't even say click that fast, but it's not really that fast, you know? It's really just... You see that? That's with like very little effort on my part, and I can do it in CQC really easily. You know what? Maybe not everybody can use that, but putting it behind like a skill gap like this is kind of annoying, because it's not like a skill gap necessarily. whereas it's just like a learning curve. And I don't know, maybe that's not actually that unfair, because guns with a learning curve are kind of interesting in my opinion. Like at least there is a little bit of skill behind them, but bursts like this are not really that difficult to use. The M16A4, now that's a little bit more difficult to use. This gun, no. It could mess up some people's aim, but that's not like making it harder to use necessarily. You could give any number of excuses for this gun being how it is right now, but I don't think any of them really hold any kind of, I don't know, substance at all, because this gun, I don't care what you say, it is very unfair. Just statistically, it's unfair. Now you're probably like, well, what do you need to add to this gun? Add back the burst delay, or make it do a little bit less damage, shoot a little bit less fast, damage ranges, I don't know, something like that. Because right now it's just an unfair burst. Oh. But yeah, you can even put it on semi. I don't recommend it, but you can do that. I don't think anyone could say, this gun is very fair and not broken. Saying this gun is fair because it's a burst is like saying that the old M16A4 and M4 were fair because they were bursts. They deserved the nerfs that they got. They were good guns, obviously, and I think that they were very strong along with the rest of the PF community, which when you could like fire them as autos, they were the most broken guns in the entire game. They shot faster than the other assault rifles. They had more damage, better ranges. They had no recoil. Like the M4 had no recoil at all. It was basically an M4A1 that could 3-hit farther, 2-hit head. Basically, it was like how this gun is now. Literally, this is about the same thing. Like it shot a little bit slower and didn't do as much damage, but basically it was the same. In fact, this gun is actually probably better than the old M4 was, except that like the M4 actually had a really nice headshot multi. Speaking of headshot multis, why doesn't the M4A1 have that? That's kind of weird. I'm not saying that the M4A1 necessarily needs a buff, but I don't know. It feels a little bit weak. It's really good, very consistent, and I use it a lot, so I don't know why I would say that it was unbalanced. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at this. It's just a buffed Colt SMG. It does more damage and shoots the same speed, but it has better recoil control and probably better mag control. It's less dumpy because I guess you can stop bursting it faster. It's fun though. It's kind of fun though. I'm not saying it's not fun. I want to talk to whoever at Stylus buffed this gun. I really want to talk to you. What was your thinking behind this? I'm not saying you're like a bad person or you did anything bad. It probably just was a little bit of like an oversight or something like that. It's just interesting. I don't know. It just felt like it was in a good spot. It's like the AS Val buff. It's like it was already good. You can't take a gun that's good and then buff it. There's no point. The G3 buff. Oh yeah, the G3 needed a buff. Who are you kidding? The Groza 4 buff? Those guns are like, they sucked. They were bad. They were bad guns. Even G3 mains, even the CEO was like, yeah, this gun is not the best, you know? I mean, I was kind of a G3 main. Like, it was my most killed battle rifle by far. And I was like, dude, this guy needs a buff. When it got a buff, I was like, holy, they actually buffed it. PF has really nice balancing. I don't know why people complain too much. The only times I get angry over the balancing in this game is when a gun like this and the AS Val buff, you didn't need to buff them though. And I would say, good job. Like, at least you're trying to change the balancing, but like, who? Why? Why did you do that? Nobody really thought it was that necessary. Ask any player. Like, if you asked any player before the AS Val got a buff, like, does the AS Val need a buff? People will be like, what the heck are you talking about? No, it doesn't. And some people might make the argument, no, they didn't directly buff it, you know? They just added a full stock to it and made it so you can use the full stock and the extended mag. But yeah, I've been talking a lot. Maybe I should just end the video here because it might be a long video just from like how long I've been talking for. I can hear so many people down here. This is the most annoying spot in the game because you can actually like... I was about to say you can't actually shoot people there, but you can. Dude, he was right behind this guy. How did this guy get past? So they were here, right? There was 2 people here, and he got all the way to here somehow. How did he do that? I've been meaning to make a video on this for so long, and I'm putting it super far back. So it does have a long barrel, and you can use the... Oh my gosh, that is so OP. The long barrel basically makes it full length AK-12, and then it also has a full stock, but I don't think you can use... Oh, you can use both. Okay, just made an AK-12. Look at that. I made an AK-12. That's insane. Stylus, why did you make this gun exist, dude? If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and a sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.